Well, I just got back to my house and realized the audio didn't work on my first few clips, so I'm just going to do voiceover now. So today I went to one of my favorite trails called Cobblers Path. Here's a sign here. It's 5 kilometers. I didn't end up doing the 5 kilometers. So let's get going. So today's video is going to be a little bit different compared to my other videos. Today I'm going to talk about mindfulness and what it's done for me and what it can do for you and how to practice mindfulness. And the format I'm going to do is I'm going to, talk about it briefly, and then I'm going to sit at a couple spots and just look out at the ocean, at this beautiful trail, and allow you guys to practice mindfulness with me. So what is mindfulness, you might ask? Mindfulness isn't something that like hippies do and when they break out their crystals and sit down cross-legged. And I know it kind of sounds like that when you first hear about it, but it's not. It's actually a quite simple practice that can help your mental health quite a bit. So if you're anything like me, I've talked about my anxiety a lot, and that includes thinking a lot about the past, mistakes, and worrying about the future. So what mindfulness does, it brings you back to the present moment and kind of doesn't leave space for those thoughts about the past and the future, which sounds great. But I will warn you, mindfulness is a skill that you have to practice and get better at. At first, it's going to be hard. You're going to have those thoughts about the past and the future or whatever you're worrying about that day, and you're going to want to get rid of them. And you're going to judge yourself for having those thoughts, like, I shouldn't be having these thoughts. This mindfulness isn't working. But like I said, it's a skill you got to get better at. And when you first start out, you're going to have those thoughts. And instead of judging yourself, you need to allow those thoughts to come and go like a wave, and then try to bring yourself back to that present moment, whatever you're focusing on, whether it be the sound of the waves or the birds or something you're seeing. So mindfulness comes in many forms. The one I practice the most is, whether I be on a walk or a hike or whatever, I'll focus on things I'm seeing, things I'm smelling, like the pine trees in the woods, and things I'm feeling, like the gravel underneath my feet or how the pavement feels or whatever you're walking on, right? And a benefit of that I've found is it really brings me to that present moment and allows me to focus on and enjoy what I'm really doing in that moment instead of focusing on things that are in the past or the future. So basically what it comes down to is just focusing on the present moment and removing the space for those anxious thoughts to creep in. You're basically taking up that space with thoughts about what you're currently doing. And once you get good at this, you can apply to any situation, whether it be at work or at home, when you're struggling. And no one's gonna know you're doing it. It's all in your head. So like I was saying earlier, my idea for this video is to kind of work on mindfulness together, practice it together, because I can tell you about it all day, but you really need to practice it. So I'm gonna sit in a few spots and just chill, be mindful, and hopefully you can enjoy the sights and sounds with me and practice your own mindfulness. Remember to focus on the sounds that you're hearing in my video and look around, see what you can find, and just enjoy the beauty of this view that I have right now. I know you can't see it right now because the camera's kind of pointed away from it, but I'll switch over to that now. So another reason I started doing mindfulness is because it's a good way to slow your life down and just take things in the moment. And one of the things taking me away from that was being on my phone a lot. I numbed myself out during my depression with my phone, just stared at it, scrolling TikTok and Facebook and whatever else, right? So I started putting in the effort to do things without my phone, like, you know, eat supper without my phone, or sit on the deck and look out at the ocean without picking up my phone. I went to the cafe the other day and just journaled without my phone, didn't look at my phone at all, and just took in the moment. We're really living in a time where we're all staring at our phones instead of living in the real world. And I wanted to kind of step away from that and focus on enjoying the moment. So that's what I'm doing today, besides filming on my phone. Not on my phone, I'm just out in nature, hiking this trail, sitting and enjoying the views. I know you're probably on your phone right now watching this, but I encourage you sometime to take your mindfulness practice outside, whether it be to a park, sitting on a bench, or on a trail, and just set your phone down for a bit and enjoy nature. Take some time to yourself, off the phone, off social media. I'm currently reading a book that's talking about how social media and the phone-based childhood that we have these days is making the younger generations more anxious and depressed. If you want to read it, it's called The Anxious Generation. I haven't read it all yet, but so far it's a good read. I recommend it. It's interesting stuff. All right, let's go to the next view. I think I found my next spot. Gonna set up around here somewhere. Probably look out that way. Just look at this amazing view. Hear the waves crashing. Seagulls. You can even close your eyes if you want to. Just taking those noises without any visual distractions. Finally getting some nice weather here in St. John's. It's nice to get out on the trails and be mindful in nature. These rocks jutting out here are why it's called Cobblers Path. Supposedly further back on the trail, looking down on it, you've probably seen it on my drone shot. It looks like the cobbler's fingers, I guess, sticking out. Not sure where the shoes are that he's working on, maybe underwater out there somewhere. It doesn't get any more peaceful than this. It's a good time to be mindful, but it's also a good time to just think about your life and ponder your thoughts. It's great to get in some exercise as well for your health. That helps your mental health as well. And allows you to be a little bit social. This is a busy trail. I said hi to a few people. I would take the drone out again, but I got a high wind warning back there when I was filming my last scene, so don't want to risk that again. It's kind of scary. I'm a pretty beginner drone flyer, so I tend to be a bit cautious about my flying. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video about mindfulness. I know it was a bit different format. I usually just talk a lot and make a really long video, but hopefully today's a bit shorter and it's more practice instead of preach. I hope this helped you practice your mindfulness a little bit. Maybe you just learned about it today in this video. If you're anxious or depressed or anything, struggling with your mental health, mindfulness can really help you. It won't fix all your problems, but it can help you a little bit. So if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. And if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. It helps get my videos out there and build my community. And let me know down below in the comments if you've ever practiced mindfulness and how it's helped you. And if you haven't, let me know if you're gonna try it out. I really hope you do. I'll see you in the next one, guys.